Welcome back for another yummy update. I just want to show you something, friends. I'm going to have to cover this more, but the market is wrong. This is Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio, ETH BTC. It's wrong, man. It has round tripped 8 years of gains since March 2016, pretty much 7-8 years of gains. Basically saying, the market price is saying, Ethereum, you are a vulture to the entire crypto industry. It's saying that Ethereum, you have added no value. You are literally worth nothing. You should have never been invented. That's what it's literally saying. That's what that ratio is saying, that price for 8 years. You should have stopped in 2016. I not only think it's wrong, I know in my loins it's wrong. In my pointy elbows, in my fluffy slippers, I know it's wrong. Market, you are wrong, but this happens in markets, right? It can stay wrong for a long time, which is exactly what's happened. That's why we don't go all in on leverage to anticipate these things to turn around every 5 seconds. That's why the person who has an infinite time frame, you win pretty much. And you never need an infinite time frame. That's the most important part to grasp. Now, as Bitcoin hovers around $94,000, $95,000 today, it's important to understand we're going to go through this tasty tube zone. I'm hoping that we go to like 300K Bitcoin. If we can hit, let's say 300K, even for just a day, friends, a 70% drop there takes us all the way back to $88,000, which I can see that. Remember, you know, Bitcoin, it dropped 94%, then it dropped like 85, 85. Last cycle was 77. Yeah, so see how it's going down from 95, 94, 85, 85, 77. So everyone's just expecting maybe it's 70% for this one. And if it's 70%, it round trips back to $88,000 in the midst of some chaos. That's just trying to guess some numbers, man. We're just trying to like forecast and trying to remain bullish for longer than everyone else. That's pretty much what we want to do, but obviously for not too long. But here's something interesting as well. The Bitcoin price, it always comes back to the 200-week moving average, which is the 4-year moving average price. So I've drawn this arrow just to kind of like guess how far it's going to accelerate up, but it does accelerate up. You see in this part, it really accelerates up in this part up here. So, and look, the slope went up here in 2017 cycle as well. So maybe that's what's going to happen here. Maybe with our price, it's going to accelerate higher and it's actually going to stop here, something where it's here, you know, and then maybe by the end of 2026, that's what happens. And 2026 is like 88K. Maybe the price goes back down and there you go. That is Uncle Bobby's your uncle. That would be repeating things of the past. I guess we'll see. Now, as you know, friends, we are waiting for a conclusion to the next part of this 4-year cycle. We need Trump's inauguration to come in. We need people to, I guess, believe in an altcoin unicorn. We don't know which one it's going to be, but that would like kickstart things off. It is my basically guess as well that we're going to have 2 Altseason waves like we have every other cycle. Wave 1 and wave 2. Now, it doesn't have to be exactly like this, friends. It doesn't have to be exactly like this. What I'm just going to do is going to remove these. Just a guess, okay? But at wave 1 and wave 2 at some point, maybe March, April, May, maybe, or maybe even June. It could even be June, friends. Just to let you know, many people of the industry, they are hung up on dumping. They are hung up on dumping immediately, ASAP. We've got a blood moon in March. A lot of people, they're just sick and tired. We're heading into this crypto year. We've never had a bull market like this before. We've never had this much pessimism, ever. 4 years ago, everyone was optimistic about the technology because we just had DeFi and we have gaming and these new things coming out. Now we don't have anything. Now we have people we have AI agents, which is literally just bots talking to each other on the internet, friends. And people AI agents is literally just meme coins. Let's put the AI slap word on it. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. It's just like everything else. Everything else is kind of like a meme coin slapped around. But yeah, but no one's really believing in it. You know, we're so skeptical because we know how these self-circular Ponzi ecosystems work now. We've seen a lot of it. We're all really skeptical. A lot of people, but hey, there's still new people who can come in. Remember, crypto's only got 500 million people in, 580 million to be exact, around there. And we're hoping to get 1 billion by the end of this year. So another 500 million people come in. It's about a 3 to 4x of the price increase if you're going to get a 2x in the user base. I also want to show you how hard it is to be a hedge fund and a trader out there. So the biggest, best performing hedge funds, okay, out there, only 4 of them outperformed the stock market in 2024. 4. Out of all of them, thousands and thousands and thousands, only 4 beat the stock market. Only 4 hedge funds. 36%, 35, 25, 24. So this is Bridgewater, China. You know, S&P did 23%. Bitcoin did 121%. So That's wild, man. See, friends, this is the beautiful part. Like, Bitcoin is like, it's actually edge, man. It's like, it's growing so much. Like, that's why Michael Saylor's all in. He's like, oh, this is not an anomaly. That you know, see these numbers, you can't force these numbers out. And by the way, these guys, they're not going to outperform next year. Almost guaranteed. They're just, so it's a very, very, very tough game when you're dealing in like these big institutional liquidity, deep pockets game. That's why we are advantaged here, especially with this 4E cycle and crypto. We are still early enough to change your life. Now, I also want to show you this message from Donald Trump, which is hilarious. Let's actually play it together.
Jeff Bezos came, Bill Gates came, Mark Zuckerberg came. Many of them came numerous times. The bankers have all come. Everybody's coming.
Yeah, cheeky little dog. Look at you over there. So obviously, I come. This is awesome. Shout out to Mr. Shill Gates as well and Rodrigo. So look, all of these, it's funny. Look at, get a zoom up of his head. Yeah, he's basically talking about, it's probably talking about everyone's basically coming to me. They all want the bribes. No, it doesn't say the word bribes, but everybody wants to pivot in now. That's what, just they follow the leader. Everyone follows the leader. We've got a worship gene out here, but this is what we want to see, man. Trump likes crypto. Trump is setting his kids up, which is beautiful, man. Okay, it's a public commodity. There's no insiders. Okay, there are insiders, but nowhere near like the stock market. Okay, it's public information. You have all of us, public open access markets. You can go out there, provide liquidity. Man, it's awesome. And it might just be as clean and simple as this year. Want to remind you once again, if we repeat the 2017 cycle, remember, interest rates are similar. They are rising. They're tight. What people think is tight. It's actually not tight, friends. In 2017, they were tightening, but they weren't tight. That's how we had the crypto and stock market going up. It was just that inflation was hot. It was starting to get hot. Well, so we'll feel it right now. So that's similar. Donald Trump's in power. That's another one. So there are a lot of similarities that have appeared. And now, obviously, Donald Trump's like actually really pro-crypto now as well. If we repeat that 2017 cycle, the alt BTC peak, okay, which is basically altcoin wave 1 concludes. It happened here in June. In June, it was actually, friends, this was still high. But yeah, by July, it was pretty much, okay, there's still residual altcoin season stuff. There is still residual altcoin season stuff. But yeah, it already peaked out here in the mania. But you don't know that it stopped. That's the thing. And you can actually see this pronounced in the ETH BTC ratio, which that'll be funny, man, if it happens like similar like that again. Let's go up to June 2017. There you go, June 2017. That's big. You might say, friends, oh, no, this thing had dropped down 30%. It was all over here. No, but you got to remember, look what it did in May. It was still higher from its May point. So it went up 2.7x, and it was still by, if you're looking at July here, it was still up 60%. Now, obviously, I don't think Ethereum can't go up and do this like big thrust up move. But is it possible that like this is where July is, right? Is it possible Ethereum moves up here, comes up like here, and then like maybe that's Ethereum $7,000 or something, or who knows, right? Ethereum goes up, and then it comes back down as things start to go up. And then we're looking at it here, you're like, oh, but it's still up from March. And there might be something similar. Something interesting as well, I always wanted to do this. If you draw a fib from the top of Ethereum's run all the way to our bottom, it implies this is almost 0.06. Okay, so that is, there you go, friends. Funny enough, that's the actual box, the exact box I was guessing. So that is Ethereum's resistance zone. So we've got to head from here to 0.06. Now, what does 0.06 mean? It means Ethereum is 0.06 of Bitcoin's price. So 6%. So let's say in the next 3 months, Bitcoin goes to 140K in the next 3 to 6 months, okay? If you do 6% of $140,000, you get 8,400. So that might be how high Ethereum goes. And that might actually be like its top tick, even though we have this expectation of hopefully like it goes to 7,200, this fib. Okay, that's what we hope it happens up here. But yeah, it actually might top tick to like 8,200, which is here for like a day, and like something like that happens. Okay, and then we're hoping by the end of the year it goes up to that 14,000. And that would pretty much be giving a lot of friendship to the altcoins. Also, I want to just give you a friendly reminder. Just be careful, friends. There was one insider here. So there was a Alex Becker and Elio Trades project. This was ages ago. This is one of my scheduled posts. Just to show you, just to be careful in 2021 of these years. There are insiders, but we're in a bull market year. So there are insiders, but you still got to play the game because there's so many people out there. There's an abundance of buyers. But look at this insider wallet they found. This guy was buying before this listing of this token required for their project, and he just starts dumping. So obviously, there's insiders everywhere. They are out here, everyone getting in beforehand, and they dump on you. But don't mid-curve it, man, because look, like I said, there are people who have more information than you and me in everything. It's just that in 2023, there was like 5 buyers. In 2024, there's 50 buyers. But in 2025, as Altseason Wave 1 and 2 appears, and Donald Trump and all the mania happens, instead of 50 buyers, maybe there's literally 500 buyers. You get it? So it's not the cycles of the past before, the years of the past. Remember, though, we're still rolling a dice. Let's roll. We are rolling the dice, okay? Don't ever make a mistake about that. What I'm going to do, I think you deserve some music. This is Mark Zuckerberg. Yes, I put Richard Hart on the Interpol purely to help soy boy governments abuse their power, but there was nothing I could do. So pretty much people have just put this picture out here. He's talking on so he basically is like the biggest puppet ever, man. You just know this guy's fake lizard, but because he's sucking up to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is very pro crypto, maybe Zuck will help us. Maybe that's how we'll try to right his wrongs. What can it do? I don't know, friends. Imagine Facebook gives you a wallet. Imagine that. Imagine Facebook tries to become a crypto exchange to get some of, take on Coinbase. Imagine that. I'm just open the possibilities here for you. Imagine we go that route. Because do you remember, friends, most of you actually don't, in 2019, I think, or 2019, so Facebook tried to make DM. What was that? There's another stable coin. Was it DM, DIEM, or whatever it was? There's another, forgot the other word out here. Didn't go through because they wanted to be a super massive conglomerate international bank of sorts where they have their own US dollar. They issue everything. They have bank accounts in every country. And then every world government got so spooked. They called Zuckerberg in. They go, don't do it, brother. Don't do it if you know what's good for you. And he didn't do it. So you gotta understand, like every government, because they're scared, they're like, wait a minute, this guy would be able to print money for any currency and he would have all the liquidity in one thing. There's no way. No way you can do that. I wonder if he does the crypto route though. What's been happening as well lately, friends, only AI agents have been moving up and other sectors have been moving down. So this is a 24 hour. So this guy, these traders, friends, they look at just to show you, man, like there's different levels of the trading, different time frames. So when I was short term, what we would be doing is there are people who just trade narratives. What they'll do is they'll look at sectors of coins and they'll put them, they separate them, right? And they use like a tool and they'll separate them. They go, oh, what's moved up in, say, the past 24 hours or 7 days as a sector? So it's AI agents, okay? Whatever it is, DEFAI, whatever it is, DIA agents, okay? DeFi, that's with decentralized AI agents, whatever it is. So what they'll do is they got their list of coins and they go trade them. They like try to scalp them. They look for trades, they're trading moving averages, whatever execution principles they use. But the thing is, you're trading the high active volume stuff. So the stuff that's going down, there's not that much fresh buy, so they avoid that. So that's what they're doing. And then what they do is, that's what they do, friends. These people posting and scalping a couple of $100 and stuff, they go out and post on Twitter and they keep talking about it. And so everyone thinks, oh, they're all making money in this thing. No, bro. No, they're not. They're doing this little shitty little trading stuff most of the time, okay? Remember, everything is bleeding to Bitcoin over time. Okay, so these are the charts. All of them are charted against BTC. That was US dollar. This is Tesla now, Bank of America, BTC. All of them, their BTC ratios. See how they keep dropping and dropping and dropping. Amazon, the US 10-year, Vanguard, all of these, friends. Gold, S&P 500. Look at S&P 500 over time. Dropping, dropping, dropping. Oil. Everything. But here, friends, it's a bit of an anomaly, okay, because you do it from the start. Okay, you do it from the start. If you only started like 2014, look at that. See, that's the tough part about these log charts, right? If you start from a period that's like no longer relevant, when most of the growth was done, most of the move was done, you can't ever get back. So it's usually useless. So that's the real Bitcoin and Nvidia chart. Whereas this part, it's done, man. That was the like visionary part. You're done. Now we're in this. See, it's gone sideways, but they're just saying, oh, you were bleeding over time. But it's showing you you're on the right path when you start to chart in BTC ratios. Also, notice in that graphical how they didn't put the ETH BTC ratio, baby dolls. Why didn't you put this ratio up? This is ETH BTC, brother. Okay, so I have right here, hopefully 1000x PulseX. But yeah, see that? Why don't you put this up? Everything's bleeding to Bitcoin. What about this? Why don't you put that one up? Because they're scared. I know they're scared, man. But I hope you, I know, look, let's get the disco ball out, okay? I know prices are poop, okay? Just mark my words, man. Mark my words. This disco ball will spin for Ethereum. It will eventually spin. And all these people who are describing, oh, Ethereum's so bad, it's so bad, it should be here, dude, they're all full of crap. They are full of crap. And you'll see it soon too. What to do now? Buy all your convicted altcoins. There are a lot. There are a lot. We love PulseChain. The core coins, everything is still cheap. It's literally the same message over and over and over and over again. And everyone's just, I know you just want, you're like, man, can we just please get these thrusting prices up? I know we need Ethereum to rise up, friends. That's why I gave you this yummy update. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.